Pathways to recovery and resilient food systems is achievable when brilliant ideas are put into action. On our segment today, we feature three innovative entrepreneurs who have taken the path towards ensuring that food security is achieved for the present and future generations. First on the spotlight is Mr. Andreas Gengenbach. Andreas is the co-founder and CTO of Flamingo Foods Company in Tanzania. It is a company that uses cutting-edge weather forecast and satellite technology to improve food distribution in arid areas. Through this, they've been able to build stores and processing plants in surplus areas as guided by their forecast, which can then be supplied to drought-hit areas. Second on our list is Mr. Omar Koulibaly, the Director General of Innovators, an agri-food business incubator whose mission is to help deal with malnutrition cases in Burkina Faso. For the past 8 years, Innovators has contributed to the treatment of approximately 1 million malnourished Burkinabe children. Not only did they meet the country's demand for more nutritious food, but they also began exporting to the sub-region, a true international player. Our final spotlight today goes to Mr. Fred Samle, the co-founder and CEO of Sikewa, a digital community platform that allows people and organizations to support small farming projects through a unique farm-to-table model. The model combines refundable e-vouchers with crowdfunding. What this means is that small-scale farmers can access interest-free microloans from food consumers, and in return, they get priority access to their produce with special discounts. We really wish them well and hope that they can scale up their business models in the years to come.
Hi, my name is Andreas Schlüter. I'm the CTO and co-founder of Flamingo Foods, and we at Flamingo Foods want to provide access to food for all homes in Africa. Why are there still so many people hungry in Africa? Every third child still suffers from malnutrition and hunger. We looked at this problem, and one of the main reasons for this is price volatility. As an example, here you can see the corn price in Tanzania, and you see that sudden price spikes exist, suddenly exploding the price by 2 or 3 times, and these peaks in prices are often related to climate extremes such as droughts. While I was at university, I got really interested in this problem. I got a PhD in physics focusing on rainfall variability over Africa, and studying this subject over several years, I realized there are predictable patterns that we can use to forecast these droughts and subsequently the food shortages. Furthermore, nowadays we have access to satellite images, high-resolution imagery to monitor agriculture from space in real time, very cost-effectively. I started to wonder, can we actually leverage these scientific advances to combat hunger? We at Flamingo Foods believe the problem of hunger can be solved. Food systems can be improved substantially. Rice and corn alone is a $7 billion market in East and Southern Africa, which is a huge opportunity. We leverage these data sources that are existing nowadays, such as weather forecasts, satellite observations or market prices, and calculate our own in-house analytics. We have our own supply and demand estimates, the price forecast and logistics model that we then use to match surplus and deficit regions of food. We have our own operations where we leverage the analytics, storage facilities, processing plants, and the transport infrastructure that is needed to bring the food from the surplus to the deficit regions. Our innovative forecast buy in time for action. We have more than 7 years of research experience in this area, and in the middle you see an example how this can look. In 2019, this forecast was issued for the next season, and this helped us to bring food from Eastern Africa, where there was a surplus, a very wet year, to Zambia and Southeast DRC, where there was a food shortage. This allows us to tackle the food insecurity before it happens. So, for example, the season weather forecast gives us a head start of up to a year. Then we use crop and price forecasts, leveraging artificial intelligence, as well as real-time observations as the season progresses, so we're well prepared to tackle the food crisis before it happens. To give you an impression about our operations, last year we stored 700 tons of rice, which is one of the main staple crops in East Africa, to reduce post-harvest losses for the farmers. We are producing currently per year roughly 2,000 tons of rice, which is equivalent to feeding a small town of 200,000 people. Last year, we expanded to Zambia, Kenya and Southeast DRC, and this year we are expanding our operations to Uganda and Burundi. We have strong external support. We won several awards. For example, for this year's United Nations Food Systems Summit, we were selected out of 2,000 applicants as one of the best small businesses. We participated in several accelerator programs, attracted substantial research funding and grants to implement and improve our approach. Join us to fight hunger. We reduce poverty and hunger. We create rural jobs and provide economic growth. And finally, we increase resilience of food systems against climate extremes. Our vision is that by 2030 we will feed 20 million people, support 50,000 smallholder farmers, and significantly reduce food price volatility and hunger. What are your thoughts how food systems in Africa can increase their resilience against climate extremes? We'd love to hear from you. Follow us on LinkedIn and support us on our journey. Thank you.
IE a enrichi son programme pédagogique dans l'optique de former des ingénieurs et cadres capables d'innover et d'entreprendre afin de créer des emplois et de répondre aux enjeux de l'Afrique de demain. Il s'agit de valoriser les ressources locales et de mettre en avant l'innovation africaine pour l'Afrique.
Bienvenue à Innofaso.
There are about 50 million small farmers in Africa. They provide up to 80% of the continent's food, but most of them still live below the poverty line. Last year, I met Awa, a young rice farmer that told me how she was struggling to access to appropriate financing, high-quality inputs, and a reliable market to carry out her projects. At the same time, my cousin Bob, as many people living in cities, shared with me the challenges he faces to feed his family because of high and unstable prices, uncertain quality, and frequent shortages. Clearly, both the producer and the consumer are getting frustrated by a dysfunctional food chain. This must change. By connecting directly Awa and Bob, we can solve these problems all at once to fight rural poverty and properly feed the cities. My name is Fred Zomble, CEO and co-founder of Sikiwa, a digital platform providing a very unique farm-to-fork experience. We are building a community where food consumers can buy e-vouchers and support small farming projects of their choice. In exchange, they can order any food produced inside the community with priority access and significant discounts. Everybody wins. Farmers get better incomes, and consumers get fresh, healthy food at competitive prices. Sikiwa supervises and facilitates the entire process. We generate revenues on every transaction, membership subscriptions, but also e-vouchers and food sales. Currently, there is no other company providing this specific type of end-to-end service in Africa, where the food market size is incredibly huge. 10 million households just in Côte d'Ivoire. Sikiwa aims to reach 30,000 farmers and serve 500,000 households in the next 4 years. So far, we have raised around $200,000 from individuals, international organizations, and private companies that helped to support 500 farmers and impacted about 7,500 lives. Since they joined the community, Awa doubled her annual income in just 6 months, and my cousin Bob saves around 10% on his monthly food expenses. Millions more people are waiting. Let's feed better together. Thank you.